Hi, my name is Marie Jones, and today for my final presentation, I would like to discuss with you my favorite TV series, Severance, which is available to stream on Apple TV. The plot of Severance follows Mark Scout, who works on the severed floor of a company called Lumen, a company so private and so mysterious that you have to undergo a procedure just to work there. The severance procedure essentially splits your consciousness in two, between your work-life self, referred to as your innie, and your outer world self, your personal life, referred to as your outie, like a belly button, pretty much. I will focus on season 1 for simplicity's sake, but the protagonist, Mark Scout, is portrayed by the very talented Adam Scott. Mark previously was a teacher, but started working for Lumen after his wife's tragic death, as a way to cope, so that at least when he's at work, he does not have to be faced with this immense grief and loss. Mark's outie can be described as sad, sarcastic, and very nihilistic, while his innie can be described as positive, hardworking, and kind. Helly R., portrayed by Britt Lauer, is the new hire of Mark's department, and a potential love interest for his innie's character. Though they share a head of fiery red hair and eyes of steel, Helly R. is far different from her outie, Helena Egan, who we learn later in the season is actually the daughter of Lumen's leader and CEO. Other characters that are very important of Mark's work environment include Irving, Dylan, Miss Cobell, and Mr. Milchick. Very major characters. I don't have quite enough time to go into them in detail today. Devin, Rickon, Mrs. Selvig, Petey, Assault, and Gemma are Mark's supporting characters in his outie's world. It's very important I mention that every actor on this show is incredibly talented in bringing these very complex characters to life. There's honestly nothing like this cast. I love this show because it's one of the few series I can say is truly perfect, and I feel qualified to speak on this because I've watched a lot of TV in my life. I've seen all the greats, okay? Acting, production design, story, writing, wardrobe, directing, camera work, editing, and cinematography, all a 10 out of 10. Very rare to hit all of those categories, but Severance finds a way. I have no notes. It's so well made that it feels impossibly good when you're watching it, which adds to the uncanny feel of the story. The main themes and ideas the show explores is how far is too far when it comes to work-life balance culture, because that's kind of what Severance is advertised as to these characters. The division of controversial social issues like my body, my choice. Severance procedure is hugely controversial in this world because you're basically birthing a new consciousness that has a whole life that's only work. It's frowned upon by many. The danger of not questioning power structures is also heavily explored. Life imitates art, vice versa. The biggest theme that I think this show touches on is grief, which is demonstrated beautifully and so painfully by Mark's character, who is trying to just cope with the death of his wife. Spoiler, click away if you don't want a major spoiler. Towards the end of season 1, Gemma, Mark's wife, is revealed to be alive. Her death was faked by Lumen, and they have been keeping her as a science project to study consciousness and how far they can go with the severance procedure. Severance at its core is about people, human beings. The series deals with really heavy topics that can resonate with any of us, like the ruthlessness of a capitalistic society and grief when tragedy strikes. But it also captures our so uniquely human ability to be strong, to resist, and to connect with others in the face of adversity and oppression. That's all I have for you today on Severance, but thank you so much, THE-100, a television, film, and theater. I've had a blast learning in this class and exploring some of my favorite media pieces. And thank you for listening to me talk about my favorite show, Severance. Have a great one.